My name is Tiffany Neal, and I'm a SOFI member as well as the chapter delegate from New Jersey. I have been a member of SOFI on and off since 2005 when I was an MPH student. So in 2005, it was in between my 2 years of my MPH program. I had heard about SOFI from some professors of mine at UC Berkeley, and they encouraged me to attend the SOFI conference. At that time, it was held in the fall in collaboration with the APHA conference every year. So I applied for a scholarship to attend as a student and was fortunate enough to receive that scholarship and was planning to attend SOFI in, I believe, October of 2025, which was scheduled to be in New Orleans. Of course, in the summer of 2005, New Orleans got hit with Hurricane Katrina, and due to all of the challenges after that, they decided not to hold the SOFI conference in New Orleans that year. They changed it to be in Philadelphia in November, so they had a little extra time to plan. And so I changed gears a little bit, changed my plans, and headed to Philadelphia in November. Of course, the biggest snowstorm in years and years and years hit Philadelphia the night before the SOFI conference, and it got several feet of snow. I was staying with a friend in the suburbs and had to figure out how to get into the city of Philadelphia for the SOFI conference. Took one bus, the bus got stuck in the snow, walked a few blocks to a different bus, that bus got stuck in the snow, walked a few more blocks to the train station, and finally got a train to take me to downtown Philadelphia. So I got to the SOFI conference a few hours late, but I got there, and at that particular event, Dr. James Prochaska was the keynote speaker, who it was amazing to hear him speak in person about the stages of change model, and was really inspirational. And that was my first introduction to SOFI, my first SOFI conference, and I've been a fan and a member ever since. For me, SOFI conferences are a great way to meet and network other health educators who are passionate about similar issues that I am, as well as learn so much. There's so many different interesting sessions, things that I'm already working on, things that I may be interested in working on, and so it's always exciting to grow my knowledge and my skills while meeting people from all around the country. I've probably attended the SOFI conference maybe 7 or 8 times since entering the field of public health. Try to find funding every year depending on how far I need to travel, but always excited when I have the opportunity to attend. One of the things I like about SOFI conferences is that they're relatively small, so I find that they're pretty intimate and you really get a chance to get to know people and talk to people one-on-one. That first time I attended SOFI in 2005, I attended SOFI for the first few days, and then I attended APHA, and APHA, I think, has over 10,000 attendees. It's completely overwhelming and chaotic, and I only went that one time and have never gone back again, versus SOFI, under 1,000, definitely you get an opportunity to interact with more people on a more personal level, which I really appreciate. And there's certain people that I get to see every year at the SOFI conference, and it's like a little mini reunion of health educators. Being a member of SOFI has allowed me to grow my public health network as well as help with my professional development. People talk a lot about CHES credits, and those are helpful, but really just the learning that comes with that. I've also been grateful for the opportunity to present at a couple of SOFI conferences, so I get really excited when I share my work and get to talk with people about it one-on-one afterwards. So that's a really valuable opportunity that I see with SOFI. SOFI conferences are energizing for me. It's a chance to reignite the passion for public health education and get to share ideas and new concepts with other health educators. SOFI is really a leader in helping to advocate for not only health educators in our profession, but for health issues broadly speaking. SOFI has a continued commitment to health equity, and the annual advocacy summit I got to attend last year for the first time, and I've gotten more involved in advocacy since then. So I really think that they contribute a lot to public health in our world.